Greetings and salutations, and this is Tech Plays here, back with more Tomb Raider, and yeah, little update on this. I was gonna record this video with the two Resident Evil Requiem videos going up this week, but I decided to, not do that. So now I'm recording this video, and the first Resident Evil Requiem video that's going up the week after this week. Next week, okay, I need to stop talking. Next week, okay. What's confusing is I'm doing this the week before, so I was kind of talking like it's still the week before, but no, it's. In other words, I'm basically making it where I only got to record 2 videos for next week. So I'm going to record this one, and I'm going to record, part 5 of Resident Evil Requiem together. I might start making that a habit of, recording 4 videos a week, so that I can catch up a few weeks ahead of time. And then, but just do them on two different recording sessions. Because I did, the first recording session, which was parts 3 and 4 of Resident Evil Requiem, I did that on Friday. And I'm doing this in part 5 of Resident Evil Requiem on Saturday. So, this next week, I could do a day where I do, part 6 and 7 of Resident Evil Requiem, and then do a day where it's part 11 of Tomb Raider and part 8 of Resident Evil Requiem. You know, kind of do, a schedule like that sort of thing. Who knows? I'll figure it out. I'll figure it out. But I think I've already explained why Resident Evil Requiem's got 2 videos a week and this has got 1. It's kind of a combination of this Let's Play is almost over anyway, and it's only going to take a few weeks to end it, just doing 1 video a week. I kind of let this Let's Play run on too long as it is, but doing 1 video a week kind of makes it easier for me to keep doing this, because I have become a little demotivated overall with this Let's Play. I mean, I still have fun commentating over it. That's the thing I should, point out. I'm still having fun commentating over this game. It's just that, due to how many breaks I've taken from uploading this game, I've gotten, bored of the game itself. But I'm still having fun commentating over it. I was originally going to do 5 Let's Plays for Tech Plays Season 2, but I might do 4 due to how long Resident Evil Requiem is. We'll see. We'll see. If there's a game that's really short that I feel like doing after Resident Evil Requiem, I'll do it. There's a few games I still got to do that's really short. I got to do BioShock 1 and 2. They're pretty short games. They'd only take me 10 to 12 parts each. If I did Crash 1, it would only take me 8 to 10 parts. I could always do trying to think of other options here, right? I think I've already expressed me wanting to do Rise of the Tomb Raider and one of the Arkham games next season, along with Resident Evil Revelations. That's the 3 Let's Plays I really want to do. And due to financial situations, I'm not really getting new games at the pace I was before. Because before I would get 3 or 4 new games a year. Three of them would be on sale. 2 or 3 of them would be on sale, and then the other one would be a full price game. But now I'm at a point where I can kind of just afford to get a full price game and then 1 game on sale, and that's kind of it. If I took the last 6 months, I was able to get Resident Evil 3 Original for $10. Wasn't even on sale, but it was it was just based at $10. And then get Resident Evil 9. I also got Rise of the Tomb Raider on sale for $7 or something like that. So that's all I've been able to afford the last 6 months, and that was with me doing extra shit to make money. Normally I cannot afford that, right? But yeah. Like, me being able to get Resident Evil 9 was me, like, doing shit for extra money. Like, doing art commissions and playing games for money and all that. Like, doing shit I would well, I have done art commissions here and there, but, like... what also pushed me to do art commissions was just my financial situation in general, not just the, not just RE9. I kind of just went, I don't really want to, like, take money out of out of what we need for necessities and stuff, so I'm just gonna save up doing other shit. And that's what I did. I played games for money for most of that time. I played mobile games to make money, and then, like, near the end, I opened art commissions and did 2 or 3 commissions. Did one for a friend, too. I'm really thankful for that friend, too. Like, that friend really helped me out. But, yeah. I don't know if I kept them in, any of them in, but I failed this section so damn much. The fact of the matter is, too, I beat this game, like, 2 or 3 months ago, and I still remember that. I remember struggling like hell on this part. Okay, can we stealth kill you without getting caught? There's a dude next to you, some very, like... Is that a dude, or is that, like... I can't tell. I think it might just be an object, because it hasn't moved, but it's like the gold highlighted thing to the left side of the screen that was just there. I think it was just an object, though, luckily. Okay. I really do enjoy this game, though. Like, even though, like, I am bored of the game itself because I beat it, like, 2 or 3 months ago. That's kind of just the price you pay doing Let's Plays. If I did, like, live streams, I'd be able to, like, commentate live with the game. But, like, I like doing post-commentary more because it allows me to talk more. I go silent a lot when I do live commentary. It's why I don't do it anymore. And it would lead to, like, sections of the video where I would just where it would just be really boring to watch, right? And that's kind of why I prefer doing it this way, right? And yeah, you kind of lose, like, my genuine reactions on some parts, but I do try to recreate those sometimes as best as I can. Try to recreate what I was thinking when it happened, or sometimes it could even lead to funny moments caused by the fact that current me knows more about the game than me that was playing it, right? Like in the case of RE9, I've beaten 3 runs of it, and I've started a speed run of it to get the 4-hour trophy challenge shit. And basically, due to that, my last 2 parts of Resident Evil Requiem I recorded, I noticed so many things past me did that was stupid that current me knows better than. And it leads to kind of like moments where I can just kind of joke and be like, well, current me knows not to do that, and then I can just give like insight on the game and stuff to people watching and shit. Like if you haven't played the game yet, or if you only beat the game once and you want to like learn strategies, I'll be mentioning a lot of strategies that I learned in RE9 that I did not do my first run. So just hang in there. You'll get a lot of knowledge from me out of that. Resident Evil 9 might actually be the Resident Evil game I've mastered the fastest, if I'm being real. Like, quite honestly. Like, I've mastered that fucking game at this point. And it's not a case of, like, the game's easy or anything like that. No, it's a really challenging game. It's just that it's so fun, I wanted to master it. I'm trophy hunting. I don't usually trophy hunt Resident Evil games. I think I trophy hunted Resident Evil 2 Remake. I don't remember if I got the platinum for that or not, or if I got close to it and just gave up. But I think I trophy hunted that. That was the only other RE game that like made me want to trophy hunt it. And RE Requiem is like, it's my second favorite RE game. It might even become my favorite. I'm gonna be real right now. It's like so close to beating Resident Evil 2. But I expressed in like, I expressed in a couple parts of my RE Requiem Let's Play that I have more issues with Requiem than I do with RE2 Remake, which is why RE2 Remake remains my favorite. So it'd be really hard for it to, but there's a possibility it could like surpass Resident Evil 2 Remake for me, which would be a really hard fucking job if you know how much I love Resident Evil 2 Remake. I loved Resident Evil 2 Remake so much that I redid the Let's Play because I thought it deserved better. That is how much I love Resident Evil 2 Remake. Because I originally did a Let's Play of it in 2020. It was like the second game I Let's Played for this channel after Crash 4. And that Let's Play was not that good. It was like my third ever run of the game. For one. Sorry, my throat's really scratchy. I have one peppermint left. Let me eat this peppermint. But like, it was only my third run of the game for one. And two, I wasn't like as good at commentating as I am now. For one, I still did live commentary for a lot of videos at that time. I didn't really fully transition into post commentary entirely. I did post commentary for a while because I had a messed up headset that had to sit still for me to commentate, so I couldn't really commentate while playing the game. So I was forced to do it for a while. Then I went back to live commentary for a little bit during the Resident Evil 2 and Sonic Colors Ultimate Let's Plays before going back to post commentary because it was just easier. It was easier. It was easier for me to make the videos entertaining that way. So, for people, I think I've accidentally given away my tricks for commentating, because like, what I mean by this is like, how do I keep my throat like okay throughout all this? How do I ramble on for damn near 80 minutes in a recording session? Because you gotta keep in mind, I do 2 videos back to back. Sometimes it could be over 80 minutes of commentary. Sometimes it's close to that. Sometimes it's only like 60 minutes or 50 minutes, depending on how long the videos are. My point is, how do I do that without my throat like hurting or getting too scratchy or anything? Peppermint, water. That's it. That's all it takes. There are times like during the winter when I'm commentating that I'll like drink hot tea for my throat, but like it's usually peppermint and water. I do the same thing when I'm recording music. If like I have a scratchy throat or something and I want to record music, I'll like eat a peppermint and drink some water. It's really that simple. That's my remedy for like throat shit, for making my voice sound good, for keeping my throat from being scratchy. In retrospect, fuck, I gotta charge my controller. In retrospect, I should have put this peppermint in my mouth before I started recording, but I didn't think about that. I actually forgot I had the peppermint until I said something about it. I was like, wait a minute, I still got 1 peppermint left. And I went on and on about, like, in one of my Resident Evil Requiem videos, I went on and on about, like, a diet I'm on where, like, I have to eat less sugar and I have to keep cholesterol really low and stuff like that. It's mainly those 2 things. Like, obviously I can't have a lot of fat, but, like, that's like, the least. It's mainly just don't have too much fat. Really, it's not, like, to the extent sugar and cholesterol but yeah. So you might be wondering, why am I still eating peppermint? It's a fucking candy with sugar. Because it's not that much sugar. In fact, it's one of the few candies I can have a lot of and be fine. I actually like looked this up. I can have a lot of peppermint. There's a few types of gum I can have. There's I can have 0 sugar Reese's and be fine. Like, there's candy I can still have. There's quite a bit of it, actually. It kind of shocked me how many types of candy I eat that I can still have, honestly. It's just about how much you have of it. I don't eat more than 2 peppermint a day, tops. And peppermint doesn't have a lot of sugar. one peppermint doesn't have a lot of sugar, right? And then like for the 0 sugar Reese's, I can eat 3 of those a day and be fine. Like the only issue with them is they got fat in them, but as long as I don't eat more than 3, I'm fine with that. And I probably would, if I had those, I probably wouldn't even eat 3, if I'm being real. I'd probably eat 1 or 2. But yeah. Then there's the gum, which I can have quite a few pieces of, because there's so many sugar-free gums or low-sugar gums.
Are you there?
It's probably the one I could have the most of out of those 3.
I should be there soon.
I don't eat gum as much as I used to, though. I still wanted to, like, fact-check it, though. I wanted to check, like, if I could still have it.
Something is keeping us here.
It's mainly Reese's and peppermint alone would pretty much cover my entire candy cravings. Because, like, they both hit, like, the different spots of candy. The only one that's, like, missing is, like, fruit-flavored ones. I gotta find a fruit-flavored one that's, like, healthy for me. But I'm sure that won't be too hard.
Be careful.
I could probably just have fruit-flavored gum, quite honestly. There was one type that I could have, that has, like, a watermelon strawberry flavor that I can have. Like, if I want, like, fruit-flavored candy that bad, I could just get gum. If I can't figure out, like...
Damn it, no!
Because what I'm talking about, of course, is, like, stuff like fruit snacks, gummies. Is there anything like that that's safe? I still gotta, like, research more into this. Keep in mind, my, like, diet list is growing and growing. Like, I'm figuring out everything I can have because I don't want to, like... It's in part because I don't want to get sick of the same things. But it's also because... whatever, like, me and the people I live with have for dinner has to fit my diet. So I have to figure out, like, a lot of shit that I can have for that reason. Mainly for the dinner reason. Because, like, there needs to be a variety of things we can eat. So that, like, we know... Mainly for budget reasons, because, like, some weeks have coupons for one thing, some weeks have coupons for other things. There's so many things that are cheap that, like, that are healthy. I was actually surprised to find that out. Because, like, when you look at healthy stuff from a base level, it's not very cheap. It's really not. Like, the only healthy stuff that was cheap is, like, fresh fruit, I believe. And, like, frozen broccoli. And canned stuff, obviously. But, like, that's kind of it. Like, from a surface level, it's just canned veggies, frozen broccoli, and fresh fruit. Not even all fresh fruit either. Like, fruit like apples and bananas are cheap, but then, like, everything else is not. The strawberries are only cheap in the spring, for example. Like, you can get them for, like, you can get a whole pack for $3 in the spring, but they're more expensive the rest of the year. Oranges, I believe, are only cheap in the summer. Similar thing to strawberries. They're more expensive than strawberries in general, but, like, you can only get them cheaper in the summer. The rest of the year, gotta pay more. But all year round, you can get apples and bananas cheap. All year round, you can get canned veggies cheap. And the thing is, there's, like, so many things that are, like, super healthy for me that aren't even veggies or fruit. Like, pasta's really good for me, as long as it's not cheese-based pastas like Alfredo. I can't have Alfredo anymore, but that's not much of a loss. I didn't care much about that to begin with. Can't have Alfredo anymore, but I can have, like, 90% of pastas. I can have most types of rice. The only rice I can't have is fried rice. That's really it. I can have every other type of rice. I'm fine. I can have, like, I can have chicken. I can have turkey. I can have tuna. I can have any meat that's not pork or beef. Pork and beef. Gotta avoid. And just the thing here, too, is, like, when I say I can't have something, it's more so I can have it here and there if I want to. Like, say if I was craving chicken tenders, and I haven't eaten anything fried all month, I can have those chicken tenders one time, and I'd be fine. That's kind of like the logic I'm going off of, because it makes the diet easier. As long as I remember that, like, once or twice a month, I can cheat and have, like, one thing I really want. As long as I remember that, diet's really easy to stick to. because it's like, okay, I can eat. Plus, there's just a lot of really good stuff. I can still eat pizza, and I'm gonna go into detail about that because I have cracked the code on this. I cracked the code on this because one of my favorite things is frozen pizza, so I had to crack the code on this to like figure it out. I can have I can have one lean cuisine every day if I wanted to. They're too expensive to do that, so I'd only get like maybe 2 a week. But I could have them. I could have one every day if I wanted to. I could have one lean cuisine pizza every day if I wanted to. We can make homemade tortilla pizzas. If you don't know what that is, we take tortillas, we put tomato sauce on them, like pasta sauce, and then we put like skim mozzarella because it's low fat, and then we use jalapenos instead of pork toppings. We use jalapenos. Jalapenos are pretty cheap too, so it's like really simple. Like, that's one of the ways I cracked the code. 2 of the ways actually, because I also mentioned lean cuisine. I can also have a couple brands of regular frozen pizza once a month if I wanted to. I could have Fresh Jetta or Jack's. Reason why specifically those 2 brands is because they're lower in cholesterol than like most frozen pizza brands. Obviously, I could just look at healthier pizzas overall, like maybe cauliflower pizzas or something. The issue with that is they're just more expensive. Like, I was trying to find pizzas that are affordable. Right? Because, like, that's the main thing limiting me is I'm living on a budget and I have to eat healthy. So it's like, when you have to cross those 2 things, you really have to start thinking and, like, you start getting smart, finding loopholes and shit. That's why I have this long-ass list of stuff I know I'm allowed to eat. Because, like, I literally had to be smart about it. Because if I didn't, there'd be like 5 things I know I can eat. I had to be smart about it. I had to find loopholes. I had to find, like, hey, if I can't eat pizza this way, I can eat pizza this way. If I can't drink soda, I can drink like 1 2-liter diet soda a month and then have like sparkling water other weeks or something. If I can't have regular juice, I can have diet or low sugar juices. I could still have things with sugar. I would just only be able to have them once a day or maybe less often if they got more sugar. Like, I could have Body Armor, for example. I could have Body Armor and V8 splash juice, but I could only have them once a day. I could have Powerade, regular Powerade, but I'd have to like dilute it with water and drink it throughout 2 days. To be fair, Powerade has a pretty strong taste compared to Gatorade. It's not that big a deal. And if it's my choice, I'm getting the Zero Gatorade anyway over regular Powerade Gatorade, you know. If it was my choice, personally. But yeah, it's basically like, really when you start thinking like that and you start finding all these things, you realize that only a small fraction of what you ate is shit you can't eat anymore. Like, entirely. Because, like, I mentioned I could still eat Jack's and Fresh Cheddar pizzas, but it had to be once a month. I can no longer eat stuff like Red Baron, DiGiorno, store brand frozen pizzas. I can't eat that shit because it's too high in cholesterol. I can't eat it, period. Not even as a cheat thing. I mentioned that I can, like, if I wanted to, I could have chicken tenders once a month. But I couldn't have, like, certain other fried things, right? Like, I can't have, like, it's hard to, like, get into specifics. There was, I know it's on the list of stuff I can't eat, but there was something fried related that I can't eat, period. I know there was. Most fried things I can't eat, period, actually. I can eat chicken tenders once a month if I wanted to. I can eat tater tots if they're, like, cooked in a toaster oven or air fried. I can eat those. So tater tots are completely fine. If I wanted to, once a month, I could get frozen chicken tenders and frozen tater tots, make that dinner. And I would be fully fine to eat it, because tater tots are actually not bad for me, as long as they're not fried. And the chicken tenders, as long as I don't eat, like, a bunch of them, should be fine once a month. I haven't thought about you gotta realize why. Like, I need to point out why I went into the specifics of that. Why I like looked all this shit up with like frozen with not frozen chicken, with chicken tenders in particular. Because I want to have Zaxby's at some point. That's why I went into that. I was making sure that like if I ate Zaxby's one time, I'd be fine. And yeah, I will. The answer is I will, because
Where is Alex?
Heading over to the event to grab some tools for Reyes.
Jonah, give the hoist a try.
yeah, I will. It was me planning ahead, because it was like,
Right?
if I want to order something, like, say, for my birthday, for, like,
I'm glad you
to
decided to
eat
join us, Lara.
really good for my birthday
What
or
can I do
something,
to help?
I want to get a place that's not as, like,
Jonah.
unhealthy as McDonald's. But that still lets me cheat a little bit. And Zaxby's kind of fits that, because I can get a chicken tender meal and just kind of, like, a sub, like, the toast for
You'd be able to
for
lift him off
coleslaw or
smoothly with some
something.
kind of block and tackle.
Because the toast has butter on it, I'd have to substitute that. But the fries and tenders on their own would be fine the one time.
There might be someone there.
That's
really
why I, like,
could
looked
use.
into that shit.
I'll check it out. Be careful, Lara.
Also, I've gotten to where I like eating peppers because of this diet. Like, I already knew I liked the flavor of, like, jalapenos and green bell peppers, but, like, now I've actually eaten fully, not just something that was flavored by it or had it in, like, little bits, like queso dip. I can still have queso dip. That is, like, a very interesting thing to me. Because I can't have, like, regular cheese, but queso dip is fine for some reason. Nacho cheese in general is actually fine for me. And the reason for it is because the main thing in like nacho cheeses is sodium. When you actually look at nutrition facts, they got a little bit of fat, but it's not a lot. It's not enough to, like, be unhealthy for me. But it's like they got no cholesterol, really low sugar. It's like, damn. I can have nacho cheese, but like most regular cheeses, no. I could go get I could go get a jar of queso blanco, snack on it with like some, what was that brand of tortilla chips I found out I could eat? Calidad. I could like get it with some Calidad tortilla chips and snack on it for a whole week, be fine. Salsa would obviously be better for me than queso dip because it's even healthier, but you know, it's just funny to think about. I could still have queso dip, but then like most regular cheeses, no. You would think it'd be the other way around. You think cheese would be fine, but then like queso dip would be really unhealthy. No, that is not how it works. Look at the nutrition facts. It's really interesting. It's so funny how some of these work, because when I actually started looking at nutrition facts, there were some things I was surprised I can't have, and then some things I was surprised I can have. It's like, fam, like, this is not how you would expect the diet to be, right? You would think like shredded cheeses would be fine. I have to eat skim mozzarella, which is actually really fucking good. Let me just stop and say that. It's actually really crazy how much it tastes like real mozzarella. I was not expecting that because I can usually tell when like something's fake. I don't even like Kraft macaroni and cheese because the cheese tastes fake to me. But I can eat skim mozzarella and not notice. I was like, what the fuck? Why does this taste like real mozzarella? Because we were using it for like tortilla pizzas and grilled cheese and stuff, and I was like, this tastes like real mozzarella. Like regular mozzarella. There was no difference. I had a similar reaction when I tried skim milk, but that was years ago. I tried skim milk years ago, and it basically just tasted like a sweeter milk. I don't need to drink skim milk though. I can still drink 2% milk, just not every day. If I wanted to, I could drink 1% milk every day though. 2% I could have like 3 or 4 days a week. It's fine. If I wanted to get cereal and get 2% milk, I could have it. 1% milk would be like, I could have it every day though. Like 1% milk would be the kind I'd get if I was drinking and not just using it for cereal or something. I was actively drinking it every day. I'd get 1%. I gotta complain about something real quick, because you might be wondering, why did I go silent commentary for a moment? Because my headset. I love this headset. I really do. It's the longest surviving headset I've ever had. It is officially a year old now. Usually my headsets don't last that long, and it's not like for lack of me taking care of them or anything. I'm usually really careful with my headsets. It's just I usually get the really cheap brands. I got this one $120. This was right before, like, we were fucked financially. This was like a few months before that. So, like, it was one of the last more expensive things I could buy. I mean, obviously, aside from when I save up for something like Already Died, you gotta keep in mind how much, like, how much willpower it took to save up for Already Died. Because Sonic Racing Crossroads was right there, and it went on sale constantly. You gotta realize how much willpower it took. I'm not even sure if I really want Sonic Racing Crossroads anymore, but like, at the time, right? At the time, was very tempted to get it. Now that I've gotten Already Died, I know I made the right decision to like get that first, prioritize that over any other new game. But I have considered like Chronos the New Dawn or Sonic Racing Crossworlds if they go on a good sale. I really wanted Borderlands 4 at one point, but like I really reconsidered that because I really don't like the way the guy leading Gearbox is moving. Like the guy literally attacked the Claptrap voice actor because he wanted to be paid more. And that's why Claptrap was recast. Like that shit don't sit right with me. Like, I'm still gonna enjoy, like, the Borderlands games I have. I just don't want to give more money to that company, is the thing. Not as long as that guy is leading it. It's like, ugh. At least with Capcom, I know I'm supporting, like, a series that I love, and... as far as I know, Capcom hasn't done shit that I can really, like, hate them for.
By now. It's Dr. Whitman.
Jonah, help! How many are there?
I don't know.
Are you hurt?
Not going to see anyone.
Must have scared them off. Feel like I've run for miles.
And you've barely broken a sweat.
Must be fitter than I thought.
You could have led them straight to us, like you did back at the palace.
What?
That's not how it was, Laura. They caught me while you were getting Sam.
What the hell's this about?
They said it was the only way they'd let you and the others live. I tried to warn you.
We don't have time for this. Look, I don't know what the problem is between the two of you, and to tell you the truth, I don't much care.
I was only hoping
Look,
that...
another word, and I swear to God, I'll start smashing that expensive dentistry of yours.
Stop. If we fight amongst ourselves, then we lose.
You're right. Which is why this is not happening, okay?
I'm going after Alex. Where were the tools?
The engine room. Look, he can take care of himself, Lara.
Good. Then we'll be back soon.
Laura, wait. Here, take this bow. I've been saving it for you ever since I found it. It's powerful. Can shoot an arrow into almost anything.
Thank you, Jonah.
Anyway, we're going to be ending off the video here, so bye!